5 second.
Oh, come on, man.
Watching Real Fans Real Talk should be a unanimous decision.
Face facts, what up, what up? RealFansRealTalk.com, where Arthur Diamonds, Trip Young, and intern Tom for the white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro Mark the Stats Man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. RealFansRealTalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers. Is Jeremy Lin hurt? Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell him Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda. Certified cosign, you know what I'm about, son. RealFansRealTalk.com. I'm out one. Real fans, real talk, real fans, real talk. RealFansRealTalk.com. RealFansRealTalk.com. Real fans, real talk, real fans, real talk. RealFansRealTalk.com. RealFansRealTalk.com.
And the winner is Real Fans Real Talk.
All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Trip Young, and if you guys are looking, it's a little packed up here on the set because March Madness is going on. So we had Real Fans Real Talk wanted to create our own March Madness. So we brought our extended family with us. There's a lot of things that's going to be going on today's show, a lot of topics we got to get into. But before we do that, let me introduce my co-host to my right, Mark the Statman Skevich.
Hello, everyone. Great to be back for another live episode of Real Fans Real Talk alongside our special guest, which is why the studio is packed today, the USC Titans. We're going to get into more about their organization in a little bit. But first, let me introduce the other co-host, the one and only Sean Fontaine. What's going on, Sean?
I'm good. My bracket is busted. I don't know about you guys, but my bracket is busted right here. You know, I filled out a few brackets, and
all of them was bad?
Well, you know what? The Obama bracket was pretty good, but I'm a little skeptical about that. I feel like somebody might have did some research for him, but the percentage bracket is way worse. Other than that, baseball is coming back. We're going to talk about that a little bit, and I'm just happy to be here with with our extended family.
That's right. Now,
what's going on?
Now let me, because we got three coaches here. On my left right here we got Coach Ralph. On my right here we got Coach Carlos, and then on the end of Mark over there we got Coach Norbert. And now we got the players in the back. I'm gonna just pass the players to Mike. Y'all just introduce yourselves real quick. This is the team right here. So we definitely gonna start it off right now. Go ahead.
I'm Peter. I'm 13. I play right field.
I'm Carlos, 13, and I play pitcher and second base.
I'm Anthony. I play shortstop and pitcher.
I'm Brian Morrell. I'm 13. I play every base.
Brian, the cool one back here.
Yeah, every base. You got that David Ortiz swag back there. What's going on?
I'm Julio Parker. I play third base and second. I'm 13.
All right, so that's the team. All right, again, it's our extended family, the USC Titans, and they play right here in the Bronx. Their home field is in Van Cortlandt Park, so you guys definitely need to do your research and check these guys out because they have went to back-to-back championships. Before we get into the main sports, I'm gonna take it over to you, Carlos. Just tell the folks at home about some of the accomplishments of the team.
Yeah, last year we went to 2 straight championships, one in the WBA, and the other one was on Kingsbridge Little League. So we lost in extra innings, but we put the team together like in June.
Okay.
So that was a great accomplishment by the team. And we went to certain tournaments that we almost made it to the final, but we lost in the semifinals, North Four tournament. And we went to the Caribbean. We played great there, but we couldn't make it.
What's the age group for the players?
It's 13 and up. Oh, we started as a 12U.
Okay.
All right, now, Coach Norbert, you actually founded the team. Could you tell us a little bit about what motivated you to start it up and the process of starting it up?
Basically, my passion for baseball helped me start this up. And the kid over there behind you, which is my nephew, he has great talent, and Kingsbridge, where we came out of Kingsbridge, and I just decided when we met Howie and some of these kids, we put them together on a summer league team, and we just took off from there. And then the following year, we just put together a travel team, and we've just been traveling ever since, putting our name out there.
So you travel all over the Northeast, basically, playing other teams?
Northeast, as far down as Maryland is the farthest we went last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what league are you in?
Well, we're not in a league per se, but we join leagues as one team. We join, which is WBA, which is the Westchester Baseball League.
Mm-hmm.
We enter into those leagues, and we enter into tournaments, which we have to pay.
Okay.
So
And this is a charity organization that you started to
pretty much, yeah,
take the kids off the streets,
yes,
basically?
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly another reason why it motivated me, because some of these kids, once they get to 13 or 14, they really don't have a place to play, and the competition isn't that good. So I felt like we could start something and get them off the streets, keep them off the streets, and at the same time, make sure and focus on their school academics, That's a big part of our organization.
And how would people donate and get involved if they wanted to help out the organization?
We have a number of ways you can donate. You can actually go to our USC page on Facebook, or we also created a USC Titans website that has a donate button. You can go on there, you research, you'll see, some of our games were actually recorded last year. That pops up on the screen, and and you can donate through that website there.
Now, Coach, you seem to be very vocal. What role does that play with the kids?
A lot of respect. My voice travels. I'm an individual who likes the game, sports. I like to train the kids, and in order for you to train a kid, you have to voice your opinion so that they can hear you. Because most of the kids, they wander off. Their mind is not focused. But the group that we got is phenomenal. I've been with this organization since we started. Also, I've been with Kingsbridge Little League for a couple of years. I know the president of that league. But the Titans is an organization that taught me and showed me that that you welcome. You welcome as a coach, and they listen. And if I can get to just one kid, if I can just get to one, then I did my job. And at the age that they are now, sometimes you have to voice your opinion so that they can listen. Because maybe they wander off, their mind is somewhere else and not focusing on it. But like Coach Norbert said, our main goal to this is academic. School is first, and we always push that to them. Yeah. I always address that to the kids, that school's number one and baseball secondary. You understand? So, in that voice, in my opinion, I do get the attention.
So what lessons have you learned as an adult, being a teacher for the kids?
Oh, the lesson I learned is just to listen.
Okay.
It's keep my mouth shut and listen.
Okay.
Is where it got me where I was at, I played high school ball for Evander, got hurt in the process, which ended my season, But that's what I learned.
So what in turn made you want to be a coach?
Oh, just dealing with the kids and stuff and the love of the sport. Real talk, real game. These people here, you got to love the sport. You got to love it to become a coach. You're not just going to do it just, be honest. But people do it for maybe the luxury of seeing parents. People do it just for the money. People do it for the recognition. I do it for the love of the sport. I do it for the kids. I'm out there training with the kids. I'm the one who trains with them. I run with them. I do the batting practice with them. I pitch to them. We have an indoor batting cage which we go to. It's a new one, which is up on the Sawmill Road. It's a beautiful gym. And I give them my all. I train with them as hard as I can. And they'll let you know about it. I'm really strict with them. I'm hard at that.
No, you said that you played for Evander. Now, before my knee injuries, I used to be somewhat of a home run hitter too back in my heyday. But you can see about my stats. I got a baseball card. But have you guys also played baseball?
Yeah, I played. Yeah.
We played baseball.
What did you guys? High school, college?
Nah, I just played. I only played until I was 14.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I played for Kingsbridge. Started my career there at 6 years old. Went on to Kennedy High School.
Okay.
Played, made it to the team, didn't get to play, had to get a transfer, ended up on Clinton's baseball team for a little while.
Go right up the hill.
Yeah, you know, right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I played for Coach Baskin and Coach Spector from Clinton. A lot of people will be familiar with those guys. They were tough coaches. They were hard, and that kind of, and my uncle also, that kind of made me fired up about being a coach. And they'll tell you, like, I'm passionate.
Do you think it was harder for you to take direction as a youth versus the kids nowadays? Because you say you got some hard coaches.
You know what? Not really. I mean, I pretty much, listen, I was a knucklehead. I was hard headed. I didn't want to do my own thing.
So what about the kids though?
But the kids now, like, I don't know, the way I think the way that we approach them and the way we go at them, we get good results from them. We get a good response from them. It's it is what it is. Back then it was a little easier. Now it's a little harder with the way these kids are, with the internet and everything going on. They lose focus quick, very quick. Right, Carlos?
All right. Now I do want to, because I want us to get to you guys here when we get to baseball. I want to definitely have you guys chime in, but because we do have to get to some of the sports that's going on a professional level this week. So we're gonna start, since this is a New York team. We're gonna start. Statman, I know your Knicks have been doing good lately. I know you haven't had any gray hairs. All right, they did lose to Cleveland. We had a shot-for-shot question on Sunday's radio show, which is live on the Block Talk Radio Network from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Who would lose first, either the Nets at home or the Knicks? In general, they did lose to the Cavs, but they have been playing some great baseball. So I know, go ahead, because I know you've been wanting to talk about the Knicks. So go ahead.
I get to talk about them after they lose, right? You don't want to talk about them. You want to talk about the Heat when the Knicks are on their winning streak. But
you guys doing good. You're
still going to be losing a shot-for-shot question because Trip Young went against the home team and said that the Knicks were not making the playoffs. I'm not giving up faith. I mean, the winning streak was bound to end eventually. They had a great win against the Pacers. They lost to Cleveland. I'm still scratching my head at that one, but I'm still very confident at them making the playoffs. Mari Stoudemire playing well. Great to see him back to top form. And overall, I'm satisfied with the performance of the Knicks. They're giving me some hope. I mean, like I said, I'm scratching my head about that Cleveland game, but I think we'll bounce back quick and
I think that was
win the
bound
next
to
one.
happen though. I don't know. Because they edged out the 76ers.
Well, the 76ers game, they had a commanding lead. The coach decided to rest his players towards the end. He figured the game was in the bag. The bench players tried to go for an alley-oop with 17 seconds on the shot clock. I don't know what, and it's their time to shine, and they figure, let's get this in, and it's the worst possible time to even try to attempt something like that. I don't know. As a head coach, you would figure your players wouldn't be immature enough to try to attempt something like that.
They want to send Mike Woodson.
It's also
out
Mike
in
Woodson that
fashion.
doesn't give his bench any playing time, so it's Carmelo Anthony gets all the minutes, so so some of them are out there for the first time and God knows how long, so they wanted to try to do something fancy and show off their talent, and they just showed off why they don't get playing time because of something like that. But they did end up, regardless of the mistake, they ended up narrowly getting the victory. I only got 2 gray hairs from that. Like I said, I'm confident that they'll get the 8th or maybe even the 7th playoff spots, and Charlotte's been losing as well.
Now, Carlos, because you're a Knicks fan too, we were speaking about this a little bit before the show started. Now, it's been, was it 40 years since the Knicks? I don't want to put you on the spot, but it's been 40 years since the Knicks have won an NBA championship. Now, as a fan, I just need to know, is it hard for you to deal with the Knicks, year after year after year? Because I feel like you've been a fan since a kid, and
I don't even think he was old enough.
So that's right. I know you weren't old enough for when they last won, but how is it as a fan going through Knicks season by season and seeing what they do?
It's hard.
Why don't you take off your
I don't even got hair.
Yeah.
See what you doing out there, Knicks? What is going on?
My favorite player in the Knicks was Patrick Ewing. So I used to follow him. All the people in high school knows how crazy I was about Patrick Ewing. So it was heartbreaking, in '94 when they lost to the Houston Rockets. And now it's heartbreaking now that we got Carmelo, and he might leave.
What do you think they should do?
They got to get rid of Stoudemire and J.R. Smith. I can't stand those two guys.
Are you a fan of Mike Woodson at all?
Yeah, he's a good coach. I like Van Gundy. Step back.
Yeah, I like Van Gundy too. I think
Jeff Van
that he
Gundy.
was one of
That's
the
what
better
we need.
coaches the Knicks had.
Bring him back.
Yeah, bring him back. Bring him
Get
back.
them checks. He don't want that money.
He don't got no hair either.
They made him lose his hair
It's like
too.
me.
Still missing.
Follow my Knicks. Still got confidence in them. So.
Well, you and Statman, I think you guys are the only two left who still
No,
have
there's plenty of New York fans that's why we get the gray hairs and we lose hairs, because we do have confidence in them. They continue to disappoint year after year, but we're still keeping the faith as
You
loyal
always say
fans.
next year's our year, right?
Yeah.
That's your motto next year. That's our year.
One of these years we're gonna win.
I mean, I hope so.
Phil Jackson was on the team when they won 40 years ago. He's back now in the building, at least in the front office. So maybe he'll bring some good luck as well as his words of wisdom.
Now,
So
I'm gonna toss in an over/under question. Over/under 5 years before Phil Jackson goes bald.
I just think he's too cool, man. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, he don't get stressed out. He's too calm for that.
Yeah, eventually he's going.
I'd go with the under on that one.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing. But no, I really.
That's why Pat Riley left. He liked his hair too much.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, I gotta leave.
We're going down to South Beach. Yep, he left right on time. But I do want the Knicks to do well. Being a New Yorker, it's always good when your state or your city can win a championship, because it brings a lot to the city. And New York is the mecca of basketball. But my home team is still the Nets now that they came to Brooklyn. And they have been playing some really good basketball as of late, climbing up the ladder, trying to take that Atlantic Division from Toronto, who has kind of been up and down on the past couple of weeks. But I'm going to ask you, Coach Ralph, are you following what's going on with the Knicks and the Nets and the competition there, the little rivalry?
Honestly speaking, no. I'm not. I don't watch too much of the tube when it comes to the sports, especially basketball and stuff like that, because I try to tend to focus on what's going on with our organization. But no, I'm not too much into the basketball and stuff like that.
Okay. Fontaine, you want to take it over?
I mean, as far as what are we talking about here?
Knicks and the
The
Nets.
Knicks and the Nets.
Yeah.
I mean, I can really care less, to be quite honest. I mean, they're making a playoff push. It seems like it's going to be a good series. We have a question coming up later, about that. But I think with the Knicks and the Nets and the Bulls, it could be a possible good playoff series. Yeah. But I mean, the Knicks, they have to finish the season strong. I mean, right now they're like the Lakers of last year, where they're squeaking by and they might be in the playoffs or whatnot. But I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the Knicks make the playoffs. I think New York would be hurt by them not making the playoffs. I know a few people that would be hurt by them not making the playoffs. But I mean, I'm neither here nor there with that. I mean, I think everybody really cares more or less about the Indiana Pacers and the Miami Heat as far as the Eastern Conference, for that matter. I mean, but this is New York, and we're focused on the Knicks and the Nets, and you can't have, basketball without the two New York teams in the playoffs. Like, come on, man.
That's true. You want to take that fan vote
Well,
question?
we went a whole decade almost without the
Yeah,
Knicks,
well, now
without New
they're
York
actually-
being there, but
they're relevant again. So, once they got that relevancy back, we don't want them to lose it by not making the playoffs, even though it would be funny to discuss that on the set of the show once we find out that that's actually,
you'll end up losing the shot for
We can't
shot
have a
question
Knicks
that we
and-
had.
We can't have a Mets and Yankees situation, or a Giants and the Jets, where one team is just like, who cares, So the fact that they're both pretty good.
Yeah, and I think that is actually the best part about it, is that when you look at the other sports, like, the Jets haven't won since Joe Namath. The Giants, they have won twice in the past 5 years. And then, baseball, the Mets, 86 was the last time that they won. And, the Yankees, 27 times. What can you say? That's just greatness in itself. So at least, both teams are actually playing good basketball. And they do have the potential to make it to the playoffs on a yearly basis, the way the teams are set up now. But I would like to see the Knicks and the Nets play each other in the playoffs. I think that would be great for the city. Going back and forth, that another Subway Series.
Yeah, I don't think, based on the way the standings are right now, that even if both teams make the playoffs, that they'll cross paths, because they'll both have to eventually cross the Pacers and the Heat before,
They would get to each
Yeah,
other.
exactly. Moving along to one of the fan mail questions, Pat, from Gary. Where is that? What state is
Indiana.
that? Gary, Indiana. Okay, that makes sense then. Are you guys more concerned with the recent struggles of the Miami Heat or the Indiana Pacers? I'm guessing Pat is a Pacers fan. I'll probably say for me the Pacers because I'm looking forward to them beating the Heat as the president of the LeBron James Hate Club and a hardcore Miami Heat hater. They do have the best chance. So I don't like seeing them struggle. I know Andrew Bynum's injury is, they were playing well without him before, but that added depth, especially since they got rid of Granger, having that extra depth, I think whatever amount of minutes he would have put in, 10 minutes or whatever the case may be.
Still 6 fouls.
Still 6 fouls. That was Phil Jackson's strategy with the Bulls, having 4 centers because he couldn't compete. He didn't have a center to go up against the Shaq or Patrick Ewing or David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon. So he made sure he had 4 centers with 6 fouls each to play them hard, especially against Shaq since he was bad at the line. But yeah, so with me it's the Pacers. I'm more concerned with them.
Yeah, I would have to agree with the Pacers just because with Miami, they have that on switch where they can just turn it up at any time. And I know now, they're resting guys a little bit. LeBron took a night off and Dwayne Wade's been resting. So them I'm not worried about too much. The Pacers, though, they have to get it together because...
Well, I think what it is, maybe the Pacers are trying to lose on purpose to get out of that 1 seed in case the Knicks get the 8th, so they don't have to play the Knicks in the first round.
Consistently too.
Okay, well...
I mean, it's very possible. The Knicks did just beat the Pacers, so...
Yeah. So, they might be
and they would have beaten them earlier in the season if it wasn't for a rinky-dink graze on the elbow of a foul on the 3-point attempt. But...
Well, it is what it is. We got one more fan mail question in regards to the NBA. Jerry from Brooklyn writes, if the Nets don't have home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs, can they still win the series? I'm going to say it depends on who they play in the first round, because it would either be a 3rd seed or a 5th seed. So if they play Toronto, I think they could beat Toronto.
3rd, 5th, or 4th, actually.
Or 4th, yeah. But if they play Toronto, I say yes. If they wind up having to play the Bulls again, that's going to be a rough one. It can go either way. But you know what? Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett in the playoffs, I think, will be different than they are in the regular season, where it's not night after night. You have those days off, and a lot of times that veteran leadership can kind of will the rest of the team. So I think it's possible, but they better work on getting home court just to be safe.
What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, most definitely. Because, I mean, the way it goes right now, of course, Toronto, it looks like it could be a surefire win for them. But right now, they're 2-1 versus Chicago, but we know how Chicago turned it up against them last year. They had a few other people that helped them out, but Chicago's a very scrappy team.
That's right.
And I wouldn't take my chances with Chicago and thinking that, it's going to be a cakewalk because it might not be.
Joakim Noah is having a hell of a season right now, so anything's possible.
Exactly.
With those guys. Triple-doubles all over the place with that guy. And they are one of the best defensive teams in the league. They can lock anybody down at any given time. So
we're looking at maybe that series is gonna go to limit.
Yeah,
for the most part.
It'll go to 4 or 5 games.
Gonna go to limit.
But we will definitely keep you guys posted. If you're just joining us, this is Real Fans Real Talk. We are coming to you live from BronxNet Studios right here in the Bronx, and we have our extended family here with us. Our March Madness here on the set. The USC Titans. Sure. That's right, baseball right here in the Bronx. And y'all better check them out because these guys are winners. So while we got you guys here, we're going to jump to baseball because that's what we're here for. We got the players in the
5
back.
days away the season starts.
The season is about to start. I need a show of hands on the set. Are the Yankees winning the championship this season?
Yeah, of course. Definitely.
All right.
Of course.
The rotation has...
Unanimous decision.
There you go. There you have it. The rotation has been released. CC will be leading off, followed by Kuroda, Nova, my main man Tanaka, and we're going to try to squeeze Pineda in there. So where the pitchers at? All right, everybody's pitching these days.
Right. He plays every position.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, so Who out of these 5 pitchers, who do you guys think is going to have the best season for the Yankees?
To me, I think CC will, because like he's a good pitcher. Like I think he will be dominant.
Who you got?
Kuroda. I mean, wait. The new Japanese guy? Yeah, Tanaka.
What about him do you like, though?
Huh?
What about him do you like, though?
I saw him in the preseason pitching. I'm not sure what team it was, but his curveball, his sliders is nasty. Like the way they move and his record, he was undefeated in the Japan team with a 1-point-something ERA.
Okay.
We might need to get you back on the show and
right.
one of our calls.
right.
I like
Who
how
got
you
back
on
here?
the stats right there.
For me, CC, he lost a lot of weight. I seen. Lefty, I like his slider. Yeah, nice pitcher.
All right, who we got on this side?
I think it's not Kuroda, Tanaka, because like what Brian said, he got the nasty curveball, and like he went undefeated in Japan, so it's not really different than the MLB here. So
I think Tanaka is gonna have the best season. I know CC is pretty defensive about his title, but I think Tanaka from coming #1 from Japan is gonna come back.
I'm not mad at that. I hope they all have great seasons.
The young ones feel we're going to have a new ace at the Yankees soon. So he's going to start off at 4th in the rotation, and he's going to take CC's job.
Hey, listen, he definitely did play a great season over in Japan, and like you guys said, it's not that far off from the major leagues. So I'm just waiting for baseball season to start. We got a couple of games we got to get to this season, and see Tanaka live in person, because that's what everybody's waiting to see, really, him. But I think that CC is going to play better this season. He did come down on the weight, and I know he wants to get back to where he was. And this is El Capitan's last season, so we need to win one for Derek Jeter so we can send him on his way, on a good note. We didn't get to do it for Mariano last season, so we definitely got to do it for Derek Jeter this year.
I said we still give Mariano a ring, even.
We call him
that's
for the
the big homie, man.
Put him on the pitching coaching staff.
Hey, there you go.
There you go. And then he gets another one.
There you go.
And then he could just sub in every once in a while in the playoffs.
No, not.
He still got it. He still got his arm now. He don't lose it that fast. He was still striking him out last season, so I'm sure he still got it. But we definitely want to see that. What do you guys think about Derek Jeter's career as a whole, and not only what he means to New York basketball, but to Major League Baseball as a whole?
To New York basketball?
To baseball as a whole.
Oh man, he's baseball. I mean, he's everything you wanna emulate as a player. I mean, he's a leader. He's the captain of the Yankees. He can be a captain on any team. I mean, he carries himself well. He does off the streets. I mean, off the field. I'm sorry. He carries himself well. You don't ever hear him in any trouble. I mean, that's pretty much what you want in a baseball player. You want to stay out of trouble, get your numbers up, do what you got to do what you're getting paid for, and that's pretty much what he does every day, day in, day out. I mean, and hopefully one day one of these kids back here will make it there and be able to reap those same benefits.
Where the shortstops at? Okay. So do you guys model your playing styles after Derek Jeter?
I mean, yeah, cause like since I was little, like I was just watching Derek Jeter, how he feels, everything. Like,
Honestly, I just look up like to depend on like the type of person that they are and the type of ball player. And like Derek Jeter happens to be one of them. Not only because I like the Yankees, just cause the way he played his whole career, he played clean, never took steroids, never really got into a fight, always hustled. Like when he played that game against the Boston, that he fell into the fan, he told Joe Torre, "Oh, keep me in the game." That just shows the passion and like the love that he has for the game.
We got to run
that. Derek Jeter, I look up to him. You know, he's been one of my role models since I was little. Plays hard, you know. I recommend probably another shortstop out there to look at him also. You know, yeah, hardworking player, on and off the field. You know, yeah.
All right. Now, Were you guys disappointed that we didn't bring back Robinson Cano? We got mixed reviews on the board. What's
Listen,
going
I was
on?
a little upset because I used to lie and say that was my cousin, all right? So I don't know about you guys.
Oh, man.
That's a tough one because I mean he's a big asset to the team. But the money he's asking for, I personally think that there will be no player in baseball worth any amount of that money. I don't understand how can they gave that money. Texas gave it to Alex Rodriguez. He's the one who first started. But the big contract. I really don't. You got to play baseball going back to the 60s and the 70s. You play baseball for love of the sport, for love of the game, not money-wise. Baseball right now is all about money. MLB is all about money. I mean, Robinson Cano is an awesome ball player, got his stats up, records up, rings on, but I don't think he's worth that much money. I don't think there's any baseball player worth that much money. That's my opinion.
What do you think, Coles?
I was disappointed when he left. I thought he was going to stay, but he went for the money. He didn't went for the money. He went for the years.
Yeah, for
security. Get 10 years. He's going to play until
he would still have money playing in New York.
Yeah,
he would have all the endorsements outside of baseball, and he would have probably taken over for Jeter as the face of the franchise. But he wanted to go to Seattle and lose for the next 10 years. So, what can I say?
The thing with Cano, after 3 years, he'll be back in New York. They're going to trade him.
I wouldn't mind him coming back. We definitely made a couple of really good.
Do what they did with our other second baseman, Soriano.
Soriano's back. So.
Trade him, get him back.
Yeah.
That's what they normally do.
Cano was one of my favorite players there when he was playing, but I'm disappointed in him. So I don't.
There's no salary cap in baseball, so I mean it is all about money, but the owners make a lot more. I don't think it was worth it because then every player on the Yankees probably would have been asking for more, but. At the same time, no salary cap, so I wouldn't have minded if they paid him. So.
We need George back. George Steinbrenner, he would have just paid him. We'd have everybody on the Yankees.
Yeah, senior, the real boss.
The real boss.
Trying to save money. That's what
not the young kids. We need the
It is about that time for shot, though, ladies and gentlemen. The way shot for shot works, we ask a series of 5 questions unless we go to overtime. 2 contestants, 1 judge. And whoever the judge agrees with gets the point. If we both agree, no point is awarded. I'll be going up against Trip Young. And the founder of the USC Titans, Coach Norbert, will be judging. And would you be able to put on our special referee uniform, make it official?
This does not qualify you to work at Foot Locker.
It's not a Foot Locker jersey, though.
Right? I'm just saying, you never know.
It's an actual NFL referee jersey.
Some foolish man out there, but it's working now. Let's do this.
First question.
First question, please.
Good or bad move by the Eagles, signing Mark Sanchez as their 3rd string quarterback?
I'm gonna say it's a good move. It's only the 3rd string quarterback. He can be feasible in that spot. I think the next would have been the Water Boy. So I'm gonna say it was a good move.
I mean, I guess it's better than getting Tim Tebow because the media would be surrounding him as a 3rd string. So, I mean, I guess so. There's like you. I'm gonna agree on this one. I mean, it's not. It's a 3rd string. It's not like they're looking to start him or anything. They got Nick Foles over there. Sanchez will be playing the same position as he played with the Jets on the bench. So,
both a point for that. I guess that.
Well, it's still 0-0 or 1-1, however you want to.
Let's go to the next question then. Will the Spurs' current win streak reach 20 games?
I'm gonna say no. They're gonna, as the playoffs come down, Popovich is gonna do what he usually does and start resting some of his key players, and they're not gonna reach 20 games.
They're at 14 right now. I'm going to say yes because they are going to start resting players, but he's going to spread it out a little bit more because they are trying to lock down the number 1 overall seed because when the playoffs come with those guys, they're going to want to have that home court advantage throughout. So I'm going to say yes. I think they're going to play a little bit longer because we still got about 15 games left.
Yeah, but they'd have to win 6 in a row, and they've won 14.
And
20 in a row is easier said than
done. They have a light schedule coming up, too, the next couple of games.
I don't think they're worried about that first seed much. I get the point to man here.
Statman got the point.
Statman gets the
Thank
point.
you.
Should Vince Wilfork restructure his contract to stay with the Patriots?
First of all, let me just say this. If you guys don't know, Vince went on a roid rage, ripped his nameplate off his locker because he didn't get the money that he wanted. You gotta slow it down, brother. All right, just slow it down. This is a rough one because I'm always for players getting their money, when they can, because teams look at it as a business and they will cut you, release you, at the drop of a dime. A lot of times without even giving notice. And he is a defensive tackle, so it's not like he's making that quarterback money. You know what? Nah, I'm going with the players on this one. Nah, don't restructure your contract. He can get a nice check from other places. He's one of the better defensive tackles in the league. He's been that way for a long time. So I'm gonna say no. Get your money while you still can, because once you get to that age and it's getting close up there, you're not gonna get it. So you might as well get it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree on that one. He's not getting the quarterback money, so he needs to get as much as he can, and while he's while he's still on the top. So like you said, as he gets older, especially with linemen, once you reach about 35, you'll still get paid, just not as much. So.
All right. Point to what's your name again? I forget.
We both agreed,
yeah,
so
yeah,
so
that's
1-0 still.
We'll go to the next one. Over under 40% chance the Miami Heat finish with the best record in the Eastern Conference.
I hate to say over on this, but I'm going to, because you got to at least give it, close to 50%, 45, 50. I mean, especially with the Pacers, being a little shaky. I know both teams are being a little shaky, but I think Miami will try to make that stretch because it's going to be important for both teams to have home court because they're going to most likely be playing in the Eastern Conference Championships. And if Indiana gets that home court, they have a much better chance of passing the defending champions. So the Heat are going to want to make that push to secure that. So
yeah, I gotta agree with that. Because again, there's only a game separating them right now. There's a lot of basketball left, so I would agree.
All right.
So last question.
Last question. Was Wichita State exposed as not deserving a number 1 seed with their loss to Kansas?
it was Kentucky, actually. That was a typo, but they lost to Kentucky.
Well, shout out to the Big Show, too, who actually went to Wichita State and played for the basketball team. A lot of people don't know that, but I posted up a picture in the Real Fans Real Talk group of the Big Show with the rest of his teammates. I think it was back in 1991, I believe it was. All the
no big surprise that the Big Show at 7 feet tall was playing a little bit of basketball in his days.
Exactly. See, was Wichita State exposed as not deserving a number 1 seed? I don't know if it was necessarily Wichita State as opposed to the system itself. It's just kind of the way the conferences are broken down. They just happen to be in a weaker conference. But I'm gonna say no, because at the end of the day, they won every game that they played. They went into the tournament 34-0. You can't deny that. I know the strength of schedule. People want to say, well, they didn't play, the competition that these guys played. But you know what? They won. They undefeated, and they the only team, and I think with 30+ years to go into the tournament undefeated. So you had to give them that number 1 seed. I didn't think they would go deep into the tournament, which I know a lot of people didn't. But going in 34-0 to start, you can't deny that. You got to give them that number 1 seed.
Yeah, and like you said, undefeated. There was the debate. Louisville was a 4 seed. They were a debate for a 1 seed. It's just the way the bracket was set up. There was a lot of teams that could have gotten the 1 seed. Yes, Wichita State, didn't really play any high seeds. Their strength of schedule wasn't that strong, so maybe they shouldn't. But undefeated is undefeated, and you can't take that away from them. I did expect them to lose in the round of 32 against Kentucky because I just figured Kentucky would beat them. That was probably the best team that they played all year in Kentucky, so I kind of figured that upset. So I did put that on my bracket, and my bracket is still better than Obama's. I'm on a consistent streak of being better than Obama's bracket. I want to keep that streak going. So, but with that being said, it's another tie. A lot of agreement here with our special guest. They didn't really get to see too much agreement in this edition of Shot for Shot. But Trip Young will have to wear team apparel of a team that he hates now. So next week he'll probably be wearing a Boston Red Sox hat. We gave Sean Fontaine the day off since we didn't want to embarrass him in front of our guests here. So even though he did lose last week, we figured not embarrass him in front of our special guest. So you're welcome for that, by the way, Sean. But
It's true. Before we go into this day in sports history, could you guys just tell us when is opening day?
April 6th. April 6th would be our first game, right? Correct?
And,
April 6th.
Is it going to be in Van Cortlandt Park or?
No, it should be in WBA, Westchester County, somewhere.
Okay.
Not exactly sure what field.
How can the fans find out more information about opening day, how to get to the game and all that?
You go like in Game Changer or go to our site, USCTitans.com.
Okay, and everything is
listed.
Game Changer is an application, you download and you can follow us through there.
Game Changer, Facebook, and
what's the Facebook?
USC Titans.
Facebook.com/USC Titans.
Yeah.
All right, and they can also go there to donate as well.
Yeah.
And also the USCTitans.com webpage.
Okay.
You can watch the game live there too.
And you see the email address on screen for you guys who want to request more information, USCTitansFamily@gmail.com. To find out more information on donate or to attend the games or any other questions that you might have. So starting off with this day in sports history, in 1668, the first horse race in America takes place.
We went back today on and 1937. That's not as far back as yours, Statman. I know you was around when that went down. But
I mean, I was a lot small. That's why I was able to be a jockey back then.
Yeah.
But
1937, it is revealed that Quaker Oats pays the great Bambino, another one of the greatest Yankees, $25,000 a year for ads. Wow. Boy was getting them checks. That might be a couple million now. That's
And this very day in 1958, Sugar Ray Robinson is the first boxing champ to win 5 times.
Shout out to Sugar Ray. You guys know we are big boxing fans on this show, and there's a lot of big fights that will be coming up. One that was just recently announced, which is going to have a lot of ramifications after, is the Mikey Alvarado versus Juan Manuel Marquez. And winner of that fight will face the winner of Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao 2. And also Amir Khan will not be fighting Adrian Broner, as we all would have liked for him to do. He is fighting Luis Collazo, and that will be on the undercard of the Mayweather.
here's our Lou Collazo autographed boxing glove there. So definitely a part of the Real Fans, Real Talk family. We'll be rooting for him. Tough against Amir Khan, but we'll see what happens with that one.
That's right. Before we do got a couple of things in football news that we spoke about last week. The whole Jim Irsay situation. If you guys didn't, he got caught out there substance abusing, and he got arrested. But we spoke about what the NFL was going to do. Commissioner Roger Goodell says that the league will penalize Jim Irsay once he has all of the facts. So we have to wait and see. But if you guys keep following us on Twitter at RealFanTalk or on the web, RealFansRealTalk.com, Facebook.com/RealFansRealTalk, we will get you guys the up-to-the-minute rundown on what's going on with Jim Irsay and how the punishment is going to be. Also, Michael Vick is the newest member of the Jets organization, number 7, which is a good look. And again, we spoke about Mark Sanchez, Dirty Sanchez, as you like to call him, Statman, will now be third string on the Eagles. So a little swap of the quarterbacks there.
From one bench to the other.
Yeah, he's still getting a check though. Still
getting a check. I mean, I'm sure a lot of there's a lot of fans of Michael Vick as a player and him coming to New York. That a lot of the fans who aren't Jets fans would like to see him play in New York. So we'll have a lot of Michael Vick Jets jerseys sold, and let's see how he does in the preseason. Because, I mean, he's still arguably better than Geno Smith now, but I think that the Jets should really take the time to develop Geno Smith. And I mean, it's not like putting Michael Vick in there puts him in Super Bowl contention. So, but it'll be interesting to see how that progresses.
Most definitely. And Vic also was trying to bring Deshaun Jackson over. So we really don't know how that's going to really work out. But he kind of hinted that the kind of personality that Deshaun Jackson has and Chip Kelly, it might not mesh. So that's his ploy to try to get him to come on over to New York. But you never know. It might work, it might not work, but it'll be a good look. But you never know. Yeah. Still got some time.
Well, we definitely want to see. I know we all miss football season. I do want to get back to the coaches because you guys have the Riverdale Mental Health Charity Walk, which is coming up next month. Could you guys tell the people at home about the walk and how they can be involved with that?
Pretty much what I know about it. It's a walk, a charitable walk for mentally challenged people, I believe, and we got invited to walk in it. I believe there's a fee for the walk. I'm not exactly up on all the details about it, but I know that.
I think it's $10, something like that. It's gonna be on April 27th. It's one of the coaches. It's not here right now, but it's one of the coaches of 15U. So
they could always email you guys.
Yes.
Once again, UFCTitans@gmail.com if you want more information about the walk.
Could you put the email address back up on the screen for the people at home? So if you guys again go on to that email address and you guys can just write them. Ask them about the walk. Again, ask them about the team, how you guys can donate. You can do all of that through that website, or the phone number is also up on the screen, so you guys can call them and take it from there.
Sad news in the sports world. Buffalo Bills owner Ralph Wilson died earlier today at the age of 95. He's the last original owner of any NFL team. So at age 95 he passes. So sad news over there for the Bills organization.
Can we go back to the kids for a second? I wanna ask you guys. I know you guys are all Yankee fans, but is there anyone outside of the Yankees that you guys have on your favorite player list? Start on that side.
My favorite player from outside of the Yankees for me is Andrew McCutchen, because I think for the Pirates, he was the main man in the Pirates. He brought them to the playoffs. He's a clutch player, and in a situation that's you have to bases loaded, he'll hit the ball and all that. So I believe that he will be a factor in the clutch position.
So change his name to Mick Clutchin? No, I'm saying because he's clutching.
Not really a big watcher of baseball, but one person I did notice from the Yankees that isn't on the Yankees anymore is Cano. Carlos here.
Oh, there you go. That's a way to go with another Yankee player.
It's not really answering the question, but it's all pretty much.
Technically, he's not on the.
Yeah, he's not on the Yankees anymore. So there you
we
go.
Can go with that one. We got on this side over here.
All right. My favorite player, a player that's not in the Yankees, is Miguel Cabrera. I think he is very
Mr.
good.
Triple Crown.
Yeah, Mr. Triple Crown, Detroit. Yeah. So I think he's very clutch, and he helps his team very good.
All right, yeah.
My favorite player is, he not in MLB. He 13. My favorite player is myself.
He's not on the Yankees.
I'm not gonna say that that I don't look up to anybody in MLB. It's just nowadays they don't really care about the game. They mostly care about the money. If you really think about it, they care about the money. I work hard.
So what do you get out of playing baseball? I'm gonna come back and ask you the same question. off of your response from the last one. So what you get out of playing baseball?
Just the passion, the love, like the love I have for the game. I grew up playing baseball with my whole family. Baseball's in my blood. It's just, I just work hard to be the player that I am. But like, if it's one person that I really like admire, he plays for the Yankees, but it's Derek Jeter. Like, he signed a 1-year contract for way money less for $9 million.
Yeah.
And Dustin Pedroia as well, he signed a contract with less money. It just shows how loyal they are and how much the fans really mean to them of their city.
My favorite player out of the Yankees is like I'm gonna got to go with Miguel Cabrera, just like my pal over here, Anthony said. Yeah, he's a very strong hitter. You know, he's a smart hitter at the count. You know, he's just like he has a backup protection, just Prince Fielder, like, you know, KD, Russell Westbrook. You know, very smart, powerful hitter at times. You know, yeah.
So let me ask you guys this, because I know you just said that you are the sport, you know, over the money. Now, if I called, you know, the GM for the Yankees right now, he's offering you guys $10 million to come play for the Yankees right now. Would you take it, or would you tell him, no, I'm not going to take this money, but I'll just come play for the Yankees?
Wait, $10 million for the Yankees or $20 million for the Texas Rangers? Which one would you take?
And David Ortiz signed a $16 million deal for 1 year too.
Yeah.
So,
so 10 for the Yankees or 20 for the Rangers?
It's very hard, but I'm gonna have to go with Texas.
He's honest.
I couldn't go home looking at my parents' face. I turned down, you know, $20 million contract with Texas Rangers. It's very hard to look at them like that. So,
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry for all those players out there. They're accused for saying, you know, all the way the money goes up. But I can't turn down that big of a money.
My man is watching at home. He will not be turning down the $20 million.
Right.
Just so you know. That's it.
That house is yours, so.
I'll pick $10 million with the Yankees. Not really because of the money, just because I want to win a championship. To be honest with the Texans, there's no way that you're going to win a championship compared to other teams. And the Yankees, not only that.
All right, what about $30 million for the Red Sox?
Yeah,
or $10 million for the Yankees?
The Yankees, they like the face of the MLB. They really like the face of the MLB. They got the most championships in history. Just by you getting your name in the roster of the Yankee, you're already known in the whole MLB.
All right, so $10 million Yankees, $30 million Red Sox. Still Yankees?
Yankees, because as the better I get year after year, the more the contract is going to rise for the Yankees. I want to work hard for it. I just don't want to earn it like that. I want to make sure that if I earn it, like, I deserved it.
That's fair. That's fair. Let me ask the coaches a question real quick. As far as the league goes, where do the kids come to sign up, and what's the process behind that? Do you guys go out to recruit kids, or they just automatically come to you?
No, word of mouth pretty much, and through Facebook and internet channels.
You guys have your tryouts and everything.
Yeah, we have tryouts, and where we started from USC it's what you call it. USC stands for the US Uptown Sports Complex, which is located on 232nd and Broadway. Okay. Right. Yeah, right next to Williams Funeral Home there.
Stay over there.
Now,
yeah.
Do you guys need any ringers? Because I was thinking about getting back to
Listen, you too?
The game. So let me know. You know.
We don't need no ringers. We got what we got for this 13U team. You guys need really to understand something that we strive with these kids and we work hard with these kids. And they've been together since they were 11, 12. Actually, they've been together since they were like 10 to 11 in the Kingsbridge Little League, and they grew up together. And they basically 2 months apart from each other, 3 months apart from each other, so they follow with each other. These are the 5 original Titans right behind us. You know, we got 8 more, 7 more. They're not here with us. They moved on because of the age or whatever, or still down on the bottom in the other team that we got. But these kids, they strive hard. And what we're trying to get done is get some sponsors, get some contribution into the league. We don't have a steady home field yet, but we're working on that through Parks Department. I made the footwork to go to Parks Department, try to get some permits so that we can get Harris Field, instead of Van Cortlandt, Harris Field as a home field for our kids. So with that, saying all of that, This is our ringer right here. This is my 13-year-old ringer. Ain't no ringer.
I think he shaved too.
This
I can see
man,
that right there. He look like he's shaved now.
We got a pretty strong team. All right.
What is the best part about coaching for you guys?
Oh man, for me it is just watching the kids play. You know, watching them go out there. My motto to them is, and they can tell you, let's forget about everything that happened in the house, in school. When we get into this field, it's all about baseball. Have fun. Enjoy yourself for these 6-7 innings that we're playing. And whatever happens, win or lose, we do it as a team. We win as a team, we lose as a team. And just be grateful that we have, man above gave us one more day of life, and we've got through the day, and we move on.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I've been coaching since 2006, so you just seeing the kids, you know, when you teach a kid how to hit or how to catch a ground ball, and then they doing it, and then you seeing like they getting better and better, like every year, every day. That's just been coaching with him for 3 years, and we grab kids that don't even know how to hit, and then all of a sudden they get a hit. As a coach, you know, you get emotional, you start jumping like a little kid, and I've done that before, so that's what I like about it. It's a passion that's inside of us, so that's what.
At any given point, do you guys ever just, I mean, because you know a lot of people that are coaches, they were former athletes or, you know, whatever. Do you guys just get the urge to go out there and just go play against the kids, you know, just to give them, give them a run for their
All
money,
day,
you know?
every day. If you look at our Facebook page, you'll see me suited up in catcher's gear.
Okay.
You'll see me getting in with the kids. I'm still passionate for this game, man. And what back to that question, like what I get out of it is seeing these kids develop. Like when I walk in the streets sometime, even on the train or whatever, a kid might come up to me and be like, "Oh, coach, how you doing?" And that makes me feel better than anything. Win or lose, I love that. Yeah. That's what I get out of it. That's what I want out of this, you know, just to see them grow and to give me a respect when they see me, and to know that I touched them in a certain way, like, it's amazing. It's amazing. They can tell you themselves, like, we work hard with them, man, especially me.
We definitely love the kids. We got to continue to support our youth, because if we don't, then nobody will. And these kids out here working hard, these coaches out here working hard. So guys, definitely come out and support these kids. They need to be involved in sports more, music, you know, different things. But, you know, the funding a lot of times isn't there where we come from. So, you know, it's up to us as a community, as a city, to really buckle down and let's get the funding going. Let's keep these kids on the field. Let's keep them playing baseball. All right.
Yes, we
do you guys have a team cheer that y'all do? Y'all get hyped up, like, you know what?
Yeah, they got a little something they do.
It's a little something that Carlito does for us. You want to do it?
Want them to get together and do it?
Let's do it. Let's see what y'all got. It's live on TV right now. Real fans,
You got a minute to go before we get cut off. So.
Go ahead. Get it in there.
Who are we? Tight! Who are we? Tight! Who are we? Tight! 1, 2, 3! Tight!
All right, you heard it right here.
For those of you that got your eardrums hurt back at home, we apologize about that, but
To all the, wait,
it's the way to do it.
to all the young MLB players, y'all gonna see me soon. I'm playing against y'all.
All right, we're going to have to get him his own show.
Yeah,
Bronx now.
You hear his voice, right?
We thank you guys for coming out again. This is our extended family, the USC Titans. Please go out with April 6th, opening day. Go onto the web, email them, Facebook, all of that. Get all of their information. And again, support these kids. We got to support our kids when they're trying to do the right thing. So for myself, Trip Young, Sean Fontaine, Mark the Statman Skevich, all the coaches, and the Titans. This is Real Fans Real Talk, and we will see you guys right back here next week. Check us out on the web, realfansrealtalk.com. And on
Gotta say hi, Mom.
Young and intern time, white and black fans, Asia to Manhattan. I get all my facts from my bro Mark the stats, man. If you're not tuned in, I recommend the CAT scan. And if your brain checks out, then you deserve a backhand. Sports, gossip, all the hot topics. Real fans, realtalk.com got it. They got the hottest bloggers. Is Jeremy Lin hurt? Well, log onto the site and you can hear it from them first. I'm talking about the latest. I'm talking about the greatest. Go check out the archives. Even tell a neighbor. Tell him Bobby sent ya. From spring to winter, tuning in should be the only thing on your agenda. Certified cosign, you know what I'm about, son. Real fans, realtalk.com. I'm out one. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, real talk. Real fans, realtalk.com. Real fans, realtalk.com.